Alok, mate.
You
I
can
got
say Alok. It's fine.
Alok. Sorry,
Hey,
don't
no,
speak
no, no, no,
Portuguese.
because I've been trying to do Alok for the last 10 years, but in US is impossible, so I just gave up.
They
It's
say
Alok.
Alok.
In US, Alok.
Really?
Yeah.
But you want Alok.
I gave up. It's Alok is fine.
What do you want?
But I mean, in Brazil is
Yeah.
Aloki, okay?
So that's a whole different thing.
Yeah. In India, which is where my name came from, is Alok.
Hang on. What do you mean it came from India? How does this happen?
So yeah, my mom and my dad they went to India. They found a guru, and then they liked it, and
What?
then he gave the name. Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like you can call me, but I'm trying to push now as Alok, just because it's easier to people get it. Alok.
It makes more sense. But you know what? I like the Indian background of the name.
Alok.
This is brilliant. Your parents, they've had much of an impact on what you do day to day.
Yeah, they are DJs, and that's why I do what I do. So my dad also has an Indian name, Swarup. My mom, Ekanta, is also Indian. My brother is Bhaskar, is also
Wow.
Indian.
Yeah.
And my sister is Jaya. So all Indian.
But not
From
Indian, not Indian people, just Indian
India
love
influence.
for India.
Yeah, in influence. And
Where does that come from? How did this happen?
so they went to Goa.
Right.
India, and
Yeah.
my aunt, he had a very deep connection with a guru, and they gave the names. Yeah,
What? I mean, that's insane. That's sick.
yeah.
That's really epic. I got told I've got 5 questions with you,
Okay.
which is so annoying because I have so many more. But the first one I want to ask, we're gonna have to bleep this. That set
You saw
was,
it. You could
bro.
see
I feel
it.
like I've been at Zumba. My legs are exhausted. My calf muscles are pulsating out of my legs. I'm not joking. I was jumping around like a child.
Amazing. man.
I've never got to see you live. I've listened to your music since the first song I loved was Fuego.
Okay.
First time I heard that, I remember just getting goosebumps. I'm not joking, straight through my arms. And I've never got to see you live. Tonight was the first time I got to see you live.
I'm so
Dude.
happy that you enjoyed it, because sometimes you guys are working here, you don't have time to go there.
Oh
and
no,
watch
I
it.
made time. Don't worry,
Amazing.
mate. I made time. How do you do what you did tonight? Because that whole entire thing, to me, is going to live with me forever. But to you, it's just another day on the job.
It's not. I feel pure joy. I feel pure happiness, and it is something that's very challenging. Like the DJ had always the advantage that he could just travel by himself with pen drive and stuff. But now I have 50 dancers with me, so it's a completely different.
That's
concept.
That's something I've never seen before. You
Yeah.
had these arms in front of you performing to the music. I've never seen this ever.
We did it. We launched it at Coachella this year, and we had a super nice feedback and repercussion. And then
Right.
it became actually one priority of my career.
Yeah.
So we did it after in Sao Paulo, we did it in Malta, and we're doing now. So
Nice.
it's actually something that we're just embracing, because it's not only about the visual that you see in the show, but it's about the storytelling,
Right.
the concept, the manifest, which is keep art human.
Keep art human.
Yeah.
Great point. How do you feel about AI in your industry? We spoke with Don Diablo a couple of nights ago. He's a big lover of AI in this. Where are you at?
I think AI is it can give you a very good dynamic in a workflow and your work. It's made to bring you comfort, but art is not to comfort you all the time. It's also to confront you. So I think that to create art, in order to do that, you need also being shaped, because art shapes a culture, and that culture can shape a society. So I don't want to transfer this responsibility of the storytelling to AI. It has to be made by us.
Is that something that's scripted? Art, you feel like is there to comfort you, but sometimes it's there to confront you.
Yeah.
Is that? That's an incredible saying. I've not even looked at it like that. Is this something that you live by?
Yes.
This
of
is
course.
where-
Yeah, because I think that art is to make us think and reflect. Also, as an artist, I think that we have the responsibility to push culture forward, and to help, really people just to get out of, their traditional mindset. Art is, but art not only through music. I mean, through books, through movies, through all of that. It's art. So if you see a movie, it can also shape the way you see and have the perspective of the future, right? So we think that maybe the future is apocalyptic because we saw in all the movies that it is. So it's super important, like how we create this entertainment. How we shape this collective imaginarium.
You're talking about the future. What does the future of dance house music look like?
Well, it's very interesting how it's happening. I feel that nowadays the electronic scene is more it's more niched. It's how can I say? So I think that beforehand you had all those artists that in order to make success you need a big hit, everyone could listen. But nowadays, if you see a lot of big artists, they don't actually have those huge hits.
Yeah, right,
like
right.
Calvin Harris, all of that.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
happened
yeah, yeah,
before.
yeah.
But you have like a proper fan base. You have the visual that connects. You have like genuine connection with your crowd.
Yeah.
And that really makes you become like a sense of community.
It transcends through. I'll tell you this as an example. I was out here dancing along to you. Like, I swear, by the way, I was like, my legs are exhausted. You've killed me. But next to me was about a 10, 11-year-old girl dancing like it was, like she was raving. Honestly, like she was raving. I think that goes with the point of it just transcends through everything.
Yeah, but I also think that nowadays, different from before, like you had some vehicles of communication that they could control actually what we hear.
Yeah.
And now after we have all this decentralization of so we can hear what we want to hear. We create our own playlist and all of that. So I think that the artists nowadays that can create this genuine connection with their community are the ones that are really working out in the market nowadays. And they don't need necessarily to have a huge hit that explodes and everywhere. So but I think that electronic music has this it's very singular because it can reach any place in the world.
Yeah, it
because
really
it's
can,
a
really can.
universal language.
Exactly
It's
right,
different
exactly.
from reggaeton that sometimes you have some blocks and stuff.
And you get to see that firsthand. You can go and perform in every corner of the globe, and the same reaction from every crowd. They're all hands in the air and just going for it.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about dance music.
Sometimes you have electronic song that could just everyone in the world would recognize
Yeah.
and would listen and would
Yep.
enjoy it, maybe
Yep.
because they would listen to the gym and all of that.
Yeah.
But some other songs and I feel that also like sometimes electronic they kind of reject sometimes stuff that what I mean. They're
Yeah,
very
totally.
educated in
Yeah.
something that they want to like.
Yeah, totally, 100%. I want to ask you, we're doing a thing where the previous people we interviewed ask you a
Okay.
question, and then you're going to ask our next person a question.
Perfect.
So the previous question was, if you could play one song for the rest of your career, just one song.
the rest of my
whether it's
career.
yours or somebody else's,
I
what
mean,
is it?
I have to include it in my set every time.
Right.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Which song would it be? Okay. Wow.
We're making you think here.
Okay. A line.
Okay.
Because it's a beautiful song. I've heard it first with Prida playing.
Yep.
And I did a new version of that together with Tomorrowland.
Yep.
And it became like an anthem, So when you have something that's an anthem, like, for example, I have a huge hit, which is "Hear Me Now." Okay.
Yep. Yeah, of course.
But it's not very efficient sometimes in some festivals
Why?
because it's an indie vibe, so
Right.
it would depend on the mood.
So you notice that when you arrive to a festival, can you say, yeah, this song's going to work or not?
100%.
Do you decide when you get to the festival?
100%. The show that I played today, I know the intro, I know the first block, which is the block that we do with the dancers.
yeah.
I know the
Yeah.
block. I know the one song before the other block of the dancers,
Right.
and I know the last. That's it.
And everything in the middle, you just go with the flow?
Absolutely.
Are you serious?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, that's actually the art behind the DJ, that he has to understand and read what's
You want to read
going
the
on.
crowd. You want to vibe where
Absolutely.
everyone's at.
And also,
You're in the crowd. You're in it.
Also, something that I think that you should really have to check. Like, you go to a party and then suddenly you listen to the same song 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Like, if you listen to DJ before he's playing that song, just don't play it again. Like,
totally.
Or wait a little bit till the
Wow.
other one can play. I think that you have to think about the whole experience of the night.
But that's a true DJ. That's what you're supposed to do.
I think that's what the most do, in my opinion. But you know what I mean? Like, and if you are not sure that the DJ before you will play the songs that you will play, you just have to also create your own event so that because in a festival it's hard, right? It's complicated
totally.
to like.
Everyone's here for someone else.
I
someone
always
different.
like to ask the DJs before me what they're planning to play,
Right.
so that I can think about some plans. But think about it. I have a set for 3 hours, fine.
Yeah.
I only play one. So I still have 2 hours of backups that I can.
yeah. Okay.
It's okay.
Alok, I got one more question before you go.
Yeah.
One
It's
more
okay,
question.
one
One
more.
more question. One more. We're getting wrapped up here.
It's okay.
We've been asking everyone, do you know what this is?
La Boubou.
Right, done.
Yeah.
1 point for Alok.
That's
My
it?
guy, that's it.
That's all.